All right. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in to Diamond Club Australia's webinar number 27, our webinar this week. Go ahead and get things started. Here's the agenda for today. We're going to go over a couple of different slides of what to do after Diamond Club. And then I'll go over reimbursements, review that quickly, and I'll go ahead and show the Finish Strong incentive, the people that were able to complete the Finish Strong incentive. I'm going to go ahead and recognize them today. I'm going to touch on Leadership Retreat, and then we're going to go to our guest speakers, and Mark and Ronnie, who will have some great information on what to do after Diamond Club. So I'm not going to talk a whole lot about what to do after Diamond Club, as they have spoken on that before, and they have good information as they participated in Diamond Club before and helped people on their team to do so as well. So let's go ahead and get into it. So how are you going to keep this momentum going that you've had from Diamond Club? Don't let Diamond Club be a waste. I know you want to be able to take a rest and everything and relax, and that's good. Take a few days or a week or so and rejuvenate, relax, and reevaluate what you're going to do in the future. Don't take a month off or a huge extended amount of time off. That's going to just cut your success, and you're going to have to start all over again. It's going to be a lot harder to move forward. So you want to continue the growth that you've been able to accomplish at this point. Keep that excitement going. Keep that excitement going throughout your team and with your leaders to be able to push for new goals and to build your team and help them reach new rank advancements as well. So it's important to keep that excitement going throughout the end of the year and in the future. So come up with a plan for how you're going to keep this momentum going. There's specific things that we're able to help you through Diamond Club. Carry those on after Diamond Club and set new and higher and different goals to be able to work with your team. So this month should not be a break. You should want to keep working with your team to maintain your rank that you've been able to accomplish, or set your goals. If you weren't able to accomplish a new rank through Diamond Club, you were very close. I know a lot of you were. Now this is your month to even complete that. So reach those goals that you've been working for. Here's some other things that you can do without traveling. I know Diamond Club was a good help to get refunded and reimbursed for your traveling, but there are still things that you can do without traveling. So that you can hold business trainings either online or locally with your teams. You can hold follow-up classes for the new members and teach them about LRP. You can meet and talk with your leaders and set up a strategy and plans to be able to move forward and reach new and higher goals. And you can make a lot of new follow-up phone calls with those new members and those new leaders that you've been able to participate with throughout Diamond Club. It's very important to stay connected and keep that communication going so that you're always on the same page, moving forward little by little. As long as you're moving forward, that's what we want to work for. So it's important to focus on the loyalty rewards program with all the new people that you've brought in, to teach your leaders and to follow up and help them focus on the loyalty rewards program so you can keep the volume and the wellness moving forward in the future. So those are some things that you can do to keep the momentum going. Obviously, Mark and Ronnie are going to touch on quite a bit more or go into that a bit more extensively. They know how to do that a bit better than I do, as I am not running the business like they are. They're experts at that. So just a reminder about reimbursements. Those are due on the 2nd last week. Currently reviewing those and sending them into our finance department. Those will be paid out on the 15th of June. So just an FYI. I want to congratulate all our Finish Strong winners that were able to reach the goal of 5 more than their best month through Diamond Club. So congratulations, you did an amazing job. You made May your best enrollment month of Diamond Club. Great job, guys. You're doing amazing. Keep up this momentum and move forward with these enrollments and follow up with them. It's very important. I know you guys were able to get a lot more enrollments this last month. That means you have a lot more follow-up to do and able to keep that team and momentum moving forward. So congratulations to Michelle Gay, Tanya Zaida, Lynn and Peter Guerin, Renee and Byron Twilley, Penny Hardy, Rosemary and Gavin Nerney, Penny Huxtable, Aaron Blott, Margarita Humphreys, Julian Gotchling, Helen O'Grady, Carmen Guerin, Jody Gibson, Joe Desaniak, Janelle Nasari, Regina Scholes, Carrie Edmonds, Gina Whitelaw, Tanya Ormsby, and Marita Albert. Congratulations, guys. Keep up the great work, and those the points will be added to your account shortly. I've already contacted you via email, so if you have any questions or concerns, feel free to respond to that email. Or if you're on this list and you feel like you should be, the report may have missed you or I've missed you, also feel free to email me. We can get it sorted and get you the recognition and the points you deserve. Just a reminder about Leadership Retreat. Buy those tickets so that you can learn more from our leaders and our management team there. All the Diamond Club finishers will be recognized at Leadership Retreat, so that's where you're going to get the main recognition for completing Diamond Club and reaching your ranks and goals. So it's very important, if you do want to get recognized, to be at Leadership Retreat if at all possible. I understand that some of you won't be able to, but it'd be awesome experience so that you guys can either meet up and see who participated and who was able to complete Diamond Club. And just to review the top 3, we don't have the final standings quite yet. We're still reviewing quite a few different things, so we'll have those out soon. I can't give you an exact date because we are still reviewing, but the top 3 for the Diamond Club video will be able to share their experience from Diamond Club at Leadership Retreat. We're going to be able to film you and with your experiences, and we'll get that set up to promote Diamond Club in the future and help others understand what you're able to do and in Diamond Club to be able to build your team and build your business and become a leader and develop those relationships. It's amazing. I've loved seeing your Facebook posts and emails about your friends and family that have been able to be created and the relationships that you've been able to create as well throughout Diamond Club. It's really amazing, and I love to hear and see those stories. So now we're going to go ahead and hear from Mark and Ronnie, our Blue Diamonds. They participated in 2014 Diamond Club, and they were able to rank advance up to Blue Diamond the month following Diamond Club when they participated. So we'll go ahead and bring them on. Let's see if they're here. Hi, Mark and Ronnie, are you there?
Yes.
Hi, Logan. I guess that you are as warm for you as it is cold for us.
That's definitely true. It's quite hot today here in Utah.
I went back to the States.
Yeah, it's freezing in Melbourne today and raining. It's ridiculous. Thanks for everything you've done, Logan, and really appreciate it. Thanks for having us on. And when you were talking and speaking to the people listening, we probably thought that what do you need us for? Because you were outlining all the good things anyhow.
Yeah, I agree, because really some of the things we were going to talk about and we would like to reiterate is about what happens after Diamond Club, because it's like anything, you know, when you come back from, say, overseas travel, which we did last night, it's like, what do you have in place for your next month? And it's easy to, for the days to go past as you reconnect with family and reconnect and do things that you let go of to, before you know it, the next month is over. So we do believe, we feel that one of the important things in this business is always to keep your diary full for the following month, if not more. So I would hope that most of you, but you know, having done a great job, yes, you can take your foot off the pedal a little bit, but certainly some of the things that, Logan, that you already have on your PowerPoint, I hope some of you have taken a screenshot of it, because it was holding business trainings online or locally. And as you said, Logan, yes, you can do it via Zoom and via Facebook, like most people are doing nowadays, social media. Now, one of the important things I would say is having follow-up classes, because we have heard quite often over the years that yes, you know, we got joined up, someone helped us create an account, but we don't know how to use the products. So this is something we're hoping doesn't happen, because unless someone knows how to use the products, you're not going to be able to keep them for your to create volume for months to come. If you leave it, the longer you leave it, 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, you find that they lose contact or lose relationship with you, and then so goes the trust. So we believe that creating those conversations with people as soon as you are able to, maybe you taking some time off, how about sending them an email or sending them a text? And there comes in the follow-up phone calls. I was just saying earlier to someone today that sometimes you have a list of people that you may know that you want to ring, but it doesn't feel right. Well, have that list so that when you're feeling it's the right time, children have gone to school, you are actually in a good space, and that's what's really important. That is a time to call and say, hey, I hope you're doing well on those products. Are there any questions that I can answer? Because that is when you can follow them up with how do you get them on loyalty rewards, because everything is intertwined. If you don't, if you don't have those phone calls, then how do you then suddenly, when you need them, ring them and say, hey, look, how about setting up a loyalty rewards? Because no conversation has happened in between. And that is also something we hear quite often. Oh, so-and-so contacted me, but they never rang me. They never asked me how I was going. And they were suddenly talking to me about loyalty rewards. I don't want to do that. And so set up the scene so that you have a healthy conversation happening or a healthy relationship happening, so that you can talk about it. And having said that, most doesn't meet their needs. They don't want to be or play material tools, down the track.
Our team, with our leaders and with new people there. More I can say, except I just want a couple of. Firstly, I think it's really important that we say congratulations to everybody in Diamond Club. We actually did the very club in Australia along with one other Blue Diamond before there was an office here, and we did it with permission through the US, and it was extremely difficult without the support that we now have. But it did provide us with the discipline that was required for us to advance to rank. And then we subsequently participated in the very first Diamond Club that was run here in Australia. What I'm amazed about and really impressed about, and it's absolutely everybody, is the huge response that I obtained in
It looks like we're having a tough time hearing you guys. So yeah, doesn't seem to be coming through clear on our end here. Maybe it's just my end. Just a second. All right, I've tried to see if we could mute and then unmute you to see if that helps at all. Are you there, Mark? It's not coming in clear on this end. All right. So it just seems a bit computerized, or you can't really hear you guys right now. Check my internet connection here. Just a second. All right, Mark, are you there? Ronnie?
Yes, I'm here. Yep, we're
Yes,
here.
we're here.
Okay, there we go. It seems a lot better now. I'll go ahead and let you guys continue then.
Okay,
Sorry about that.
So just reiterating very quickly, we were saying how everybody's done an amazing job and how we participated in 2014, and I think we finished about third or fourth in the overall totals, but compared to this year, I think we've been lucky to finish halfway up. So we're really impressed, and hats off to everybody who's participated in the way they are spreading the word and growing the Terra business. Very quickly, it's probably for us, what we've found is simply that it's consistency that has enabled us to achieve what we have, to build a really, really huge team. It's just that we've consistently done that activity. You do work very hard in Diamond Club, but it is so important, so important to continue that. We actually ranked the Blue Diamond in the month after Diamond Club, and it was then, I suppose, and then we had to rank again because you've got to do it twice. So really it was Diamond Club plus another 3 months that we had the foot to the floor, and the benefits were really amazing. I feel one of the key areas is that once you have finished this month, it's really important, I think, to look at your team and review your team. I'm very much a strategist, and I spend a lot of time on the virtual office looking at teams, and it seems to be a trend in this business. We often have one strong leg or stronger legs and weaker legs. It's really important to look at those legs. You want to maintain what you've got, and so look in there. Incentives play a really big part in the way that we have advanced, is to be able to continue on to work in those legs that are weaker, to really strategize and see where the effort needs to be in. Can't stress enough the need to follow up. Lots and lots of enrolments produce lots and lots of need to follow up. You really need to have a really good system, whether it's a computerized, diarized, whatever it is, but you really need a system that works for you, that you are following up and continuing to build that relationship and working to get people onto that loyalty rewards program. Ongoing education, scheduling events, these are probably just givens that you need to do, because I can tell you that while the momentum is turning, that is the crucial time in the direct selling industry. It's when you back off, that wheel slows, and as we know, the law of physics, if you're trying to push a car to start it from when it's stopped, you have to put so much effort into it. But once it's rolling, you can basically run along by the side of it and push it with one hand. That is just the way the direct selling industry goes. Doesn't mean to say you have to bust a boiler all the time, but you need to apply that consistency. You really need to be strategic in looking at where that effort is. It is so easy in this industry to feel you're working hard, where people who are willing and doing things, and it just goes that way, and you find that you build really strong legs in some areas, but you're neglecting other areas. It is about consistent effort and looking at the areas and strategically looking at areas that need the work. You need to put the work in where it's probably going to be the hardest. And when we work for ourselves, when we have to be self-disciplined, that is one of the most difficult things to do. So I urge you all to look at the areas that need the work, look at the areas that need to be propped up, look at the areas that you really need to focus on to build equally strong and solid structures. And that's a really big key when you follow on from Diamond Club. Consistency, that's all we can say. Nothing in this industry beats consistency. I urge you all not to, not to go into your shells too much. Take a few days to take a few deep breaths and so forth. But look at the lessons you've learned from it. Look at what Diamond Club provides in the way of support and incentives, and duplicate that. Start working it through yourself. You don't have to do it at the same level as corporate provides, but you can bring it down to a level that you can work within your own team. Simply consistency, looking at those incentives, being very, very strategic in where you're looking at, and realizing that just by being busy and working with lots of meetings and things, that needs to be applied in the areas that are at the weakest. So work on your weaknesses.
Yeah.
Okay?
I do agree, yes, and the other thing is definitely put in your goals and ranks for what you would like to get to next, because with the Diamond Club, what happens is those I guess markers, goal markers are already put in place for you. So this time it is about taking that ownership and realizing that you need to, you need to be able to put that pressure on yourself, or get someone who makes you accountable so that you do what you say you will do, because that's what Diamond Club helps you do, by putting the pressure on from the outside. And now it'll be about setting your own targets and having maybe a mentor to keep you on track. So hopefully that was all
helpful,
useful.
But that certainly is, I think those last things are really, really, really the key. Currently, through Diamond Club, you've had someone set the goals for you, and I think that is absolutely vital, that now you have to take up the banner of doing that. You now to be accountable to yourself, and you now need to set your own goals and seek help from your upline, or if not upline, mentoring, or anybody that can provide that accountability. Wish you all the best of luck, and we're looking forward to lots and lots of more rank advancements, and we'll see probably all of you at the upcoming Leaders Retreat. I think you can see all the changes happening in doTERRA. This Leaders Retreat will be fantastic. I think it'll be the best ever, and we'll have the biggest numbers ever. So we're really excited about the future of doTERRA in Australia. Thanks, Logan, for your help. You've been great help to the people in our team who've participated in Diamond Club. We really appreciate it, all that you've done, and thanks for having us on the call.
Thank you.
Excellent. Thank you guys so much, Mark and Ronnie, for the advice and information on strategy and consistency and planning and setting new goals and being accountable to yourselves, or have someone that will allow them to be accountable. So that is great information. I hope everyone can be able to take these notes. I'll be posting the link to this webinar up later today and sending out the emails with the link as well, so that you can continue to learn from this webinar. We're going to go ahead and I'll make up an email with some notes that I've taken as well, and we'll get that sent out. So if you have any questions or concerns, you can call me through member services, or also send me those emails. I'll be continually answering your emails. We're going to have a webinar next week as well. We're going to keep having them up until at least Leadership Retreat. So every week we'll have a webinar to update you on information, and hopefully have some great guest speakers like Mark and Ronnie to continue helping you guys move forward and give you great information on rank advancing and continuing after Diamond Club. So thank you all so much for tuning in. Look forward to those emails, and we'll see you next week on next week's webinar. Thank you all so much.